Well, it's been a busy week at the Southern Exposure Show in Orlando, Florida. Produce lovers from all over the country have been enjoying engaging with each other in person to celebrate the industry we all can't live without. Chip Carter joins us now once again. Chip, what's going on today?
Good morning. I am with Duncan Wardle of Ideate and Innovate. You might not have heard of that organization, but for 30 years, Duncan was the head of creativity and innovation for Disney. All of Disney. That includes Marvel, Pixar, all your favorites, Lucasfilm. But I think, Duncan, my first question would be, what does a head of creativity and innovation do?
That was the question I asked when I was given the job. I thought, what the hell do I do? So, I was basically, for the first 20 years, I came up with lots of mad ideas for new attractions, new rides, and I got a call from the CEO who said, hey, you're the guy with the big ideas who seems to get them done. You're going to be in charge of innovation and creativity, to which I responded, what the hell is that? He said, I don't know. We just need to learn to innovate at scale. So the first thing I did, I surveyed 5,000 people at Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilms, etc., and I asked them, what are the barriers to being more innovative and creative where you work? Number one, you'll hear, I don't have time to think. Number two, we've got quarterly results, so we don't want to take a risk. Number three, we say we're consumer-centric, but we care more about our quarterly results than we do our consumer. Number four, ideas get stuck, diluted, or killed as they move through our approval processes. And number five, we all had a different definition of innovation, so we're all heading in a different direction. So at the time, I thought, okay, what do I do now? I hired IDEO, who considered the gurus of innovation. I brought them in and said, make me look good. So they would come in, run an innovation project for about 3 months, then they would leave, and you thought, well, I haven't learned how they do what they do because they don't want me to, because otherwise I wouldn't hire them again. So the second model, we created an innovation team. That has pros and cons. The pro is you have people who wake up every morning worried about helping the organization to innovate. The con is, it's like any organization, if you have a legal team, a sales team, a marketing team, nobody does the legal sales and marketing outside of that team. So if you say, we've got an innovation team, the rest of the organization goes, oh, thank God I don't have to innovate.
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
The third one was an accelerator program where we bring in young tech startups who had an interesting piece of technology but didn't know how to scale it. And we were very good at helping them scale it. But what we'd learned on all of those was we hadn't embedded a culture of innovation into everybody's DNA. So I set about creating a toolkit that makes innovation easy, creativity tangible, and the process fun, and that's what I do now.
And that's how the Disney team came together. Duncan will be the keynote speaker this morning. We'll be back for more from Southern Exposure later today.
It'll be a great conference and conversation, Chip. Of course, stay tuned as we will check back with Chip throughout the day, again on location in Orlando.